action.
It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Neesmith is out there with Daniel Tice. Then it's Hield. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. Here's Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. The pass to Nembhard. Misses the three. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters, and at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followers.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Nembhard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Back to Hield from deep. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And again, the Hornets missing.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Here's Nembhard. Turner covering. Pass to Tice. Shoots over Herter. And no good that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Ball. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, he's an incredible ball handler. At 6'7", LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive the second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Here's Nembhard. Here's Neesmith. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Shots good by Turner.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Halliburton drives in. And Grant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
This is exactly where length and instinct combine to provide a stop. Ball doing it nicely at the defensive end.
No good on the wing three. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Trailing by 2. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
But, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And here are the Pacers now, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. Pass to Hield. Now, here's Neesmith. He's covered by Ball. 4 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 6 points.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Turner. Nick Richards comes in for Griffin. Alex Caruso is checked in for Kevin Herter. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Ball. Now, here's Neesmith. following the miss by Jeremy Grant. Here's Mathurin. A three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Passes it to Cousins. Back to Rubio. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's the pass to McConnell. There's the double team with Grant. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:44 left in the first quarter. Indiana moving it around. Here's Hayward.
I like watching Grant work hard on the defensive end. He puts great effort into that end of the floor. He's good at pestering whoever he happens to be on, and his long reach helps him do that.
Drills the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
McConnell passes to Mathurin. Here he goes. Out to Hayward. Jackson with the screen. Got a piece of it. And the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's McConnell. Following the basket by Jeremy Grant. Mathurin passes to Jackson. 2 points. That one goes.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
No good from Grant.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Again, the miss by Grant. The Pacers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Hayward, left side. Pass to Mathurin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, that athleticism of Mathurin is what makes him such a tough one to guard.
And he makes both free throws. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Here's Nesmith. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game as the first quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Hornets defense team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
They've got Kevin Huerter. He's out there with LaMelo Ball. Turner is out there with Griffin. And it's Richards in at the 4 spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Ball from long range. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Indiana leading. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Now, here's Tice. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Turner looking around, and he gets it to go. Turner's got the first basket of the second quarter for Charlotte.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Here's Mathurin. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Nick Richards. In Indiana with a change here, too. Nembhard's checked in. Halliburton passes to Tice. The dish to Hield. Halliburton outside. Over ball. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Fires the three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside ball. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Indiana, they've gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing. Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here is Halliburton. 11 points last game. And Tice throws it down.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Grant, he's checked in for Charlotte. Ricky Rubio comes in for Griffin. Down low, Tice. Hornets with the rebound. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball against Halliburton. They get it again. The kick out to Ball. For the 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. And now a 6-point Hornets lead. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. And Ball slams it in.
Boy, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
It's to Tice. Hield outside. Driving the lane.
A big part of 2 Sacramento blockbuster trades. Buddy Hield went from New Orleans to Sacramento in the DeMarcus Cousins trade.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Nesmith, he's checked in for Daniel Tice, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And Clark for Hield, 6 years later, he was part of the Kings-Pacers mega trade.
Yeah, Kevin, that one sent Domantas Sabonis to Sacramento. Hield showed his value as a player night in and night out in Sacramento, and that created the trade value that allowed him to be moved for good players. He's actually one of the best shooters you can find in the league, in my opinion.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now Hayward. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. McConnell passes to Nesmith.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Turner with a screen on McConnell. Ball with it. Outguarded by Hield, and it's slammed in by Turner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
It's tipped. Hield, the pass to Nemo. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Good on that shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Hield. Here's Turner. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight. McConnell scanning the floor. Hield outside. the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Back to Huerter from outside the arc. Connects from three-point range. Huerter's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. Thank you, David. And we'll
Taking a look at Charlotte, they've been incredible out the gates. You could see this coming.
All right, and shifting gears to our current matchup, it's been a rough one so far. And that's all for us. Now,
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court for Indiana, Nesmith is out there with Hield. Then it's Halliburton. Then there's Daniel Theis. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Halliburton against Ball. And it's Halliburton missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pacers trail by 15. To the wing right side. To the inside. And Nesmith with the slam.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Miles Turner, and it's Alex Caruso in for Kevin Huerter.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton, not wasting any time or motion.
For Charlotte, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And typically, a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Nembhard. Carries it from three-point range. Nembhard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Theis with the screen on Caruso. Here's Mathurin. Here's Theis. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Theis has got 6. To the paint, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
Halliburton kicks to Theis. Passes it to Mathurin. Goes back up. And Griffin sends it back.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Inside, Halliburton, and Halliburton slams it in.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Some changes for Charlotte. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Griffin, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Ball. They get it back. Here's Cousins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hornets lead by 14.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
Halliburton outside. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 8.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
There is no let up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
Hayward on the wing. He's covered by Grant. Halliburton outside. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Halliburton's got 9 points in the quarter.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
No good from Grant.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
The pass to Jackson. Here's Mathurin. Jackson with the screen. There's the triple. And it's Mathurin missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
It's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Turner's checked in for Charlotte. Kevin Huerter comes in for Grant.
Miles Turner.
Here's Turner. 9 points in the game so far. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Pass to Caruso. From the arc. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. Turner for 3. The Hornets rebound. Launches it. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Hayward.
Well, that's really good work inside by Hayward. A reliable option for them in the paint.
Here's Huerter. And again, the Hornets missing. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. This one for 3. Hayward can't hit. Charlotte leading by 9. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Yes, it's a fall. The bucket from Huerter. Huerter's got his second bucket of the night.
Rubio finding the open man. It seems that's exactly what he was built to do. It's what he's paid to do.
Cousins against Hayward. Just 2 to shoot. Launches a 3. The shot comes out. And so is Charlotte enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review.
We got to clean up that inside. We got to clean it up.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Kevin Huerter is out there with ball. Then there's Grant. Then it's Griffin. And it's Richards in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Pacers trail by 15. Pass to Tice. Here's Halliburton. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot.
Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
Huerter on the wing. From past the arc. And it's the Hornets another 3.
And you like to see since the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Tice with the ball. He's defended by Herter. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Washington Wizards.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And they'll get another chance. There's Ball with the three. Nailed from three-point land. Ball's got 19 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Mathurin. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Richards passes to Grant. It's stolen by Tice. Pass to Mathurin. Puts up a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And we've seen Mathurin become a volume three-point shooter, which is understandable given these results.
Good on the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Tice, no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Nesmith, the pass to Nembhard. Halliburton against Griffin. Lets it go from 14. Halliburton, that's good.
Whenever that mid-range jump shot is available, Halliburton is going to take advantage of it. He's a really good passer, but also an opportunistic scorer.
Pacers trail by 15. Here's Nesmith. Can't get it to fall. The Hornets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Ball, no good. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Yep, it counts. Charlotte calls timeout. They're ahead by 13. We've got 1:55 left in the game. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Tries a 3 off the inbound, and it's Ball that time on the assist by Turner. Ball's got 11 in the second half. Here's Indiana. It's a 16-point game. Okay, time now for an injury report. Now an update on Buddy Hield's injury. Let's go to David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Indiana's head athletic trainer. He's getting looked at now for what the team is saying is a collapsed lung. Obviously something that is very serious and something they don't take lightly. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum, one or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less, the crumbs, so to speak. But when you're talking seven figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer.
Here's Halliburton. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for the Hornets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
He can't get that one to fall. Griffin with some nice D. Here's Ball. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Hayward can't hit. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah.